You play the. He's always bullying. He's always bullying. You are now coming into government. I want you to know, when we are giving you response and you say that somebody is being combative, you do play the game fairly. We are here. We have government business. Simple lane. You say you won't allow. You are saying there will be chaos. That's all you know how to do. Unleashing violence. Come and kill me. Come and kill me. Come and kill me. Mr. Speaker, we will lay. This is leadership matter. Bagbin, sit down. This is leadership matter. Kwame Abuja, let's respond to me.
Leader, please. Please, leader.
I am, Mr. Speaker, I responded to Honorable Kwame Abuja.
Leader, please.
He's always bullying. He's always bullying. You are now coming into government. I want you to know.
Leader, please.
He's always bullying. He's always bullying.
Alban Bagbin, the Speaker of Parliament, referred the NPP minority as the micro-minority in Parliament.
But let it be known by all of you that it's part of the duty of the Speaker to protect the micro-minority.
Alexander Afenyo Markins and his MPP group will not take kindly to that and were on their feet. Minority Leader Alexander Afenyo Markins protested and said his side will not take kindly to anybody referring to them as a micro-minority. He went on to claim that the NDC had been conspiring against Alban Bagbin's re-election as Speaker of Parliament.
The minority caucus hereby protests. Mr. Speaker, we protest the description given to us by Mr. Speaker. We find this unacceptable. Mr. Speaker, we seconded, the minority seconded your proposal and the motion for your election. Mr. Speaker, when the so-called majority was even conspiring against you, we protested. We stopped them from that conspiracy.
The minority leader, on behalf of the minority caucus, has objected to my describing their caucus as micro-minority caucus, and that this is a term that is unknown to the rules of the House. He is totally right. Suggestion is to the fact that it should not be formally so recognized by the records of Parliament. I agree with you. And so it should not be used by the Speaker, but it can be used by the leaders.
But the majority chief whip, Kwame Abuja, indeed did also not take kindly to that allegation that they had conspired against the Speaker.
Mr. Speaker, and order says that, and I read, a member shall not use offensive, abusive, insulting, blasphemous, or unbecoming words on a member or any other person, or B, impugn improper motives.
Please.
Other person. Mr. Speaker, my colleague suggested that the majority was conspiring against you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I have it on record when the minority leader at political functions was describing you in words that can never be used on this floor, and said, Mr. Speaker, that the greatest injustice to Parliament was to elect you as Mr. Speaker. You said that on political platform. Today, a 10-quote minority leader is now pretending he loves you more than the people who actually you belong to. Mr. Speaker, hold on, Mr. Speaker. He described us as the so-called majority. Look at you this way. And look at this. Is this a so-called majority? Do you describe this as a so-called majority? This is a proper majority.
This led to some back and forth in the chamber.
This is the first time President-elect has to issue a statement, more or less whipping you to nominate the president, to nominate speaker for the position of speakership. Why? And that's very revealing. It was because there were things happening at your backyard, and the president-elect picked the due intelligence. We are still aware that in this house, when we were electing you, they commandeered armed military men into this chamber in violation of the principles of democratic governance. They attacked the speaker. They attacked. Look, I'll be heard anyway. Mr. Speaker, it was an attack. It was an attack on the sanctity. Look, I will make that point anyway. Mr. Speaker, it was an attack on the sanctity of Parliament.
This has set the stage for many more controversial moments in Parliament, where the NPP really hard bent on ensuring that despite having a very small number, 88, they will not allow anyone to take them for granted, and they will always insist that their voices be heard on the floor.